Hello students, welcome back. I am Mrs. Madhumita Chakravarti and today I am back with your economics chapter 2 sectors of Indian economy. So students, if you from the morning till late night, if you look around your surrounding, you all will find that the people are engaged in different activities. May it be they are producing some goods and services, or maybe they are providing with some services. So here today what we are going to do in this chapter is related to these things, either producing some products or providing services. Okay. So when I talk about this, we are first going to divide the sectors of the economy into three classifications. That is on the basis of economic activities, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. Then the second classification will be done on the basis of ownership, that is public sector and private sector, and the third classification will be done on the working condition, that is your organized sectors and unorganized sector. So today in this video, that is your part 1, I am going to do only the sectors classification which will be done on the basis of economic activities. Now in class 9th you already know that you all have done in people as resource that what are economic activities. So not going much in detail about that, directly I am going to come to the classification. So the primary sectors, from the very name primary, we understand that's something which is very basic. So why this is a basic sector? Because directly we are using the natural resources to produce some product. And that is why what is included in this? Agriculture, fishing, forestry, mining, quarrying, etc. And that is the reason why this sector is also known as agriculture and related sector. Then comes your secondary sector. In secondary sector, there we are not producing anything. We are manufacturing. That is, whatever is produced in the primary sector as a raw material is transformed into final good in your secondary sector. And where it is done? It is done in industries and your factories. And that is why reason this sector is also known as industrial or manufacturing sector, where we are getting the final product. Then comes your tertiary sector. Here no production, no manufacturing is done. Only this sector provides services, that is, it helps. So it gives an aid to the other two sectors also, that is primary and secondary, for their development. And that is the reason why this sector is also known as service sector. And what are included in this? Banking, teaching, that is education, communication, transportation, etc. These all are included in your tertiary sector. So here we have seen that how the classification has been done on the three sectors, that is primary, secondary and tertiary, on the basis of economic activities. Though these economic activities has been divided or categorized into three, but still all the three are one, because they cannot work without the help of one another. So that is why here now I am going to tell you about the interdependence of these three sectors. Now to explain you or tell you about the interdependence of these three sectors, we will take an example of sugarcane. Now sugarcane, it is grown. Where it is grown? In the primary sector. And for the final product, where it is brought? In the secondary sector. And when the farmer of the primary sector requires to grow this sugarcane, what does he require? He requires knowledge. And so from where he is getting the knowledge? From the tertiary sector. So here you can see that how all are interdependent on each other. The primary cannot do the work alone. For the agriculture, it requires seed, it requires fertilizers, it requires pesticides. So for where it is getting from the industrial sector or the manufacturing sector, where these are being done. So then these things as a final product in manufacturing sector, but it becomes a raw material for your agricultural sector. And how these are being brought from one sector to another? Through the transportation. And when this final product is done, then to bring it to the market also, what is required? Your tertiary sector is required. That is, sorry, transportation, communication, without which it cannot be supplied in the market. So now it is clear that the raw material of one sector becomes the final good in another sector, and the both can do their work with the help of the tertiary sector. Thank you, students. I hope you all have understood very well, and stay home and safe and enjoy your hobby.